Welcome to the game that started it all on this channel, Farming Simulator. This time we're playing Farming Simulator 17, which has just been released, and we are right back into the swing of things. I'm very much looking forward to actually checking out what's brand new in this game, because it is much larger than all the previous versions. This one was about 5 gigabytes, whereas the previous games were, I think, just a gigabyte or so. So there's definitely, hopefully, there hopefully is going to be a lot more content. Let's go ahead and have a look straight into the career. Of course, we will be going ahead and having a look at mods, and I think that's the way that I'm going to focus on this channel, to be honest, focusing more on mods instead of Let's Plays. Now, of course, with the difficulties, at least from what it was before, is that the only real difference between the difficulties is the crop prices. So as gameplay elements are simplified and crops will not wither. But you know what? I kind of actually want to have a bit of a challenge, and we'll play a normal for at least this Let's Play. Now, we've got 2 maps. Goldcrest Valley, which is the brand new one, which they've been hyping up quite a bit. It's actually a pretty cool 360-degree trailer that they released as well. And we've got, of course, got Sosnovka, which was a failed Let's Play that I did as well at the beginning of the year. I've only made about 6 or so videos this year, so hopefully that'll change just in the space of this week. But now, they have gone all politically correct on us and safe space on us, Gamersgate and all that good stuff. And Tumblerinas have gotten control of Farming Simulator, and now we are able to play as women, which, to be quite honest, I didn't even know we played as a man, really. I mean, I guess you kind of can see your guy when you look back at your tractor, but who does that? And of course, arse isn't even able to be a word in the game. So anyways, let's be a man. And what's this? Okay, we can change what we're dressed in, at least the color of our clothes. I'm gonna go with the red flannel top, and we'll go with Arsenalrobert because that's pretty much what I'm used to. And let's go ahead and start the game. Now, the loading screens are a little bit different. They aren't as packed with information as before, but that doesn't really bother me, because who wants to spend time looking at a loading screen? In the meantime, what have I been up to? I have been, well, pretty much just working and doing lots of boxing training, so I haven't really had too much time to actually focus on the YouTube channel. But to be quite honest, now I do want to get back into it. I have missed it a lot, and of course, Farming Simulator's back. We can start a new campaign or career, and we can get the little mission prompts back up again. I'll probably go do that in my own time, to be honest. But of course, we are going to start from scratch with our very, very old harvester, which is going to be great fun to use, especially at the start. We're going to have to like tip off all of the harvest that we've collected about 10 times just with this little field. So I haven't really had quite a look at this map, to be honest. I haven't really hyped myself up. I've been rather plain. I'm coming into this game very fresh, without very much of a clue. Now, this is the Case IH. I actually really do like how they show us what vehicle we are using down at the bottom. Very nice little touch. Now, let's go ahead and attach that. And we want to unfold the combine. Let's go first person mode as well. This is always great fun. Checking out the details that they've put into the game. We've got air recirculation, which I'm assuming is like an air conditioning. And then again, I'm not too familiar with tractors, as you could probably imagine, being a city folk in Sydney, where pretty much everyone's got a car. There's pretty much 2 cars for every 1 person in Sydney. That is a bit of an exaggeration, but sometimes it does feel like that. So let's go ahead, and we want to... Oh, no, we don't want to fold the combine. We want to turn it on, which is B. Jeez, I'm very fresh into this game, aren't I? Been quite a while. And then we want to go ahead and lower this, and we'll also extend the arm out like so, and we should be ready to go. Okay. Now, to be quite honest, it seems like this is going to be pretty much the same game as before, at least in the same game engine and all of that good stuff. So I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to feel about this, because it's been pretty much the same game engine for the past since Farming Simulator 2009, I think it was. It's been all the same the whole time, and it's just updated the graphics and a couple of the like the particle effects, which they've seemed to have done as well this time around as well, which I can see looking very, very nice. we're playing this on 1080p 60 frames a second. Definitely seems like it's running at 60 frames. Whether or not I'll upload it at that is a different story. Of course, you guys know the whole story with good old Australian upload speeds. I mean, downloads are good. You can download games and movies and all that stuff pretty well. Yeah, just uploading which kills you, which, to be honest, is very sad because that's what businesses need, really. And in Australia, that's pretty much all they care. All they talk about at the moment is the economy. Anyways, we'll get into more of our good old political subjects in future episodes. Of course, the American elections are right around the corner, which is always very exciting. I think it's pretty much just a one-horse race at the moment. Unfortunately, America won't be great again, at least for the Republicans, which have drank the Kool-Aid. Anyways, let's keep on driving over here. I'm not quite sure what this is, but it looks very cool, like an air conditioner or something almost. Have to figure out what that is. I'll be sure to read the comments because I'm sure someone will be able to explain that to me. So we've already done 2 lines and we've filled up 21% of the harvester. Quite a bit. Let's go first person and have a look at what this looks like. I'm assuming that they've kept the whole dirt textures in the game, so we're going to have to wash our vehicles again. Of course, this is pretty much the mainstay of the game, harvesting, right? I do know there's finally some new crops as well. Hallelujah. Hallelujah indeed. I mean, they gave us potatoes and sugar beets, I think in the last 2 games. Yeah, it would have been the last 2 games. But other than that, they haven't really given us too much that was new. So it seems like, I think in this time around, they've given us some new crops. Actually, let's go ahead and have a look. Maybe I need to get out. No? Okay. I thought that I would have brought up the little PDA that we had, but I guess it doesn't. We've got the map over here, which seems like there's quite a bit to explore as well. We're going to have to learn the map off by heart very shortly, no doubt. But let's keep things as they are, I guess. Oh, of course, we're going to have to turn this machine back on and all of that stuff. There we go. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hire a worker. If anyone is wondering how I'm switching around these vehicles is by pressing tab. Oh, wow. And when I get out, the stairs come down. Very nice little touch. I'm going to go ahead and have a look at what this harvester's doing. What is he doing? He's going to turn around. Okay, good. That's good. Seems like we've also got some different color grass as well, which is a nice touch. I mean, we don't want this yellow dandelion kind of grass around everywhere. Anyways, so over here we've got the New Holland, which we have a field which I am assuming that we already own. Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, we actually own 3 fields this time. Very, very nice. Of course, we're going to have to attach. There we go. That's a great start. And this is a cultivator. Okay, so you can plow fields as well, which I'm pretty sure that increases the yield that you get. But for the moment, we'll just use a cultivator. We don't want to stress out too much. Oh, these dirt textures look very, very cool though. They're actually very reminiscent of the one thing that UIG, the other guys that make the competitor, the main competitor of Farming Simulator 17, or just the Farming Simulator series, they make really good like mud textures and all of that. And just the way the ground works dynamically. That's really cool. It's pretty much the only good thing I can say about the games that they make, but seems like Farming Simulator have definitely upped their game. Now, I probably should lift this up as well, shouldn't I, for extra realism. I do like the ground textures, though. They definitely changed that around quite a bit. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't one of the YouTubers which were fortunate enough to get the preview access to the game, which was a little bit sad, but I've got, I guess, no one else to blame because I've been away from the YouTube game for way too long. I mean, last almost 3 years, I haven't really taken YouTube all that seriously at all. So, my fault on that, but I was, to be honest, I was actually quite salty about not being able to preview the game a little bit earlier. I was very disappointed to say the least, but of course that was my fault, and that's pretty much the main reason why I took a little bit of a break from YouTube though as well. It was just depressing me a little bit too much, because I was comparing myself to other channels way too much, and I was just wondering, well, how come they're growing so much and I'm just stagnant and all of that good stuff. But I just wasn't all that motivated anymore, and I think that very obviously showed. So now I guess I have a new lease on life on YouTube, and I'm able to have a look at things a little bit differently from a different point of view, and not worry about comparing myself to other channels and all of that stuff, and just focus more on my own channel and just worry about how I grow, which I think is definitely the smart option in the long run. Alright, so over here, let's go ahead and hire this worker out now as well. There we go. Oh, he's already very muddy. Very, very cool ground textures as well. Alright, so now let's go switch over to the next vehicle, which is the Case IH. This should be field number 12, and indeed it is. So, actually, one thing that I would like to have a look at is... Oh, beautiful. Look at this. They've fixed this problem. Okay, I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about, but before, what happens is, at least in the game engine, this was for the last 4 versions of the game as well, whenever you turn the lights on, the game would lag for about a good second sometimes. It would just stay still just to render out the lights, which was very, very annoying. It seems like they've finally fixed that up, and that was a big problem at that too, so I'm very grateful they've changed that. Now, we have a sower which has wheat. Okay. Actually, we can just select whatever crop we want, which is nice. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got grass, that's wheat, that's barley, that's cotton, I think, or canola. This is soybeans. Now, what I would have to have a look at is... of course, we've got to pay back our loan. That's something that I definitely need to keep an eye out on. We've got sales. There's a lot of different things which we can get to work on. Alright, so... no, I don't really want to have a look at any of this stuff, to be honest. What I do want to have a look at is... Here we go. Okay. So this shows me all the vehicles that I've got, which is great. So I've got the... Let's have a look. What I want to find out is, what does the harvester Case IH, that's what it is anyway. So I'm able to go Case IH, and then we've got, let's have a look. It'd be this one, wouldn't it? It would be. Okay, so combine harvests the indicated fruit types for a combine to work. It also needs a suitable header. Okay. Oh. I've got a lot of figuring out of all of this stuff to do, but it seems like it will work on... Okay. I thought I would just see like those saplings or something like that by this image, but this image is just like the overall what it grows. So it does, or what it harvests, sorry. So it does harvest these soybeans. So I will go ahead and grow out some soybeans just out of my own curiosity. Now, oh, hello, canola field. To be honest, there's no greater sign or greater visual to me in this game than a massive field full of canola. Because of course it sells for so much as well. Alright, so we're getting hard to work. Now let's go ahead and let's have a look. We need to select seed. So we want this. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we can open the cover. Okay. I'm not sure what that does. We'll have to figure all of this out. And then we'll have to turn the sower on. And of course we're going to have to lower the sower as well. Very cool. I like how the wheels are all like sort of set on a different level. Okay, maybe I've got it. Helper 1. Oh, wow, that's really good. Helper 1 has a full grain tank. That is fantastic. So let's quickly go onto this trailer. We'll have to connect this up. So yeah, I'm thinking of, because I mean there's so many much more popular channels now that just focus on Let's Plays of Farming Simulator. I mean, the guy called Daggerwin, what he's created for himself is pretty damn amazing. Massive kudos to him and how amazingly his channel has grown. But I think a much smarter way for me to progress with the channel is just to focus a little bit more on mods, because of course it'll be much more time efficient as well. Won't take as long to upload shorter videos. And of course there's a massive interest in mod videos, and of course they're much easier to make, I guess, in certain respects. I mean, Let's Plays, let's be honest, there's very little editing involved. But I think the way to go for me is to record some mod videos and grow my channel out like that, at least in terms of Farming Simulator. Jeez, how much does this case actually hold? Case IH definitely holds a lot. 6,400. Okay. I was expecting a lot less, to be honest. And look how close this is. Fantastic. We're able to drop all of this off over here. Silos. These silos are for temporary storage of your commodities. Drive over the unloading spot with a full trailer and unload its contents. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. That seems very straightforward, like it's always been, I'd say. Oh. Need to press I to unload, and it unloads from the back side. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if we were able to choose which side it unloads from, to be honest. Oh, actually, maybe not, because there's a metal... there's a rigid metal structure holding it all together. Now, over here, what do we have? It seems like potatoes, almost. So it seems like a lot of the fields that we have over here, even though we don't own them yet, they're ready to be harvested, which is very cool indeed. Okay, now this guy just drives around. Okay, it drives around like a bit of a lunatic as well. It drives like around like not like a proper vehicle in the game, but more like a mod almost. You know how the mods in Farming Simulator never drive really all that realistically or properly. This is one of those games as well. I guess we're driving at 100 or so kilometers an hour, so it's definitely a good way to explore the map though. And of course, I'm assuming we're going to have quite a few different missions as well, which we're able to go ahead and explore and earn quick money from. Another thing I wonder about, that exhaust looks really ugly coming up from the sides though. They need to change that, hopefully. What's up over here? Is that... No, that's not people. Okay. Anyways, one thing I'm really looking forward to is actually finding out what the unlockables are as well. Unfortunately, I can't figure out for the life of me what the button for the PDA is. Interesting looking vehicle though. Alright. And of course we can control the trains, which would, I guess, take us to a different train station which we can sell things from. Of course, I think that pretty much goes without saying. Okay, so this guy's going hard at it. And we lost 460 euros from a wage payment. And this guy, okay, we haven't gotten to work on this guy. You know what I'm going to do? I will go ahead and hire a worker out. And I want to see what he's doing. Maybe I need to cultivate this field first. Let's have a look. This is the derp of the episode, no doubt. Because it doesn't seem like the ground textures are changing at all, really. Oh, maybe a bit. I'm not quite sure if he's doing anything. Let's have a look. Come on, mate. Put your stuff down. I mean, yeah, he is changing the textures of it. Okay. Very slightly. You can barely tell he's sewing anything, but he definitely is. Which is great. What I want to do is just dismiss the worker and lower the sewer and turn it on. But I want to close the cover. Okay. I really like how the wheels change and all that. Okay, so it seems like he's still doing the same work and all that. Okay, let's hire the worker back. And there he goes. Okay. So that's perfect. Alright, so they definitely haven't really given us too much. I mean, we've got 2 trains which we start off with, which is pretty good too, right? Alright, so I think next up, what we're going to have to do is explore a little bit more of the map, though. So let's get into the pickup truck, but firstly, let's have a look at what we've got over here. Now, of course, I will do the video that I always make at the start of a farming simulator release, which is how to get infinite money. It's pretty much going to be the exact same thing as always, though. You just change the XML file. Very, very simple stuff, I'd say. Very cool. I'm assuming maybe we can repair some parts or something like that. Oh, here we go. We've got our wood cutting equipment. Or I guess our cleaning equipment. Oh, here we go. We can even pick this up. Oh, wow. Cool. Oh, wow. We can pick all of this up. Oh. Okay. Doesn't seem like we can take the earmuffs very far, though. Alright, we've got a wheelbarrow which we can take around. And what is this stuff? Seeds and fertilizer. With these big bags, you can refill your tools with seeds and fertilizer. Once they are empty, you will have to buy new ones from the shop. You can buy them in the pallets category. Okay, so that's a bit different, I think, from the way it worked previously. I wonder if we've got mail or anything as well, which we can pick up. Oh, yes. Oh, shit. Okay. That was unexpected. I'm surprised we could even pick that up. But I'll take it. I will take that. Let's have a look at what's on over on this side. Okay, so we've got the good old trusty chickens, which are going to be annoying us, I guess, forever. Oh, what is this? A mushroom. No, this is an egg, sorry. It's not a mushroom. What am I talking about? What's this? Oh, you have discovered a gold nugget. Seems like there is still some gold to be found in this region. Try to find the remaining 99 gold nuggets. Alright. Well, if there's a toilet, we can go ahead and create a bit more gold nuggets. But in the meantime, let's get rid of straw and hay. If you have a surplus of straw or hay bales, you can place them in here and receive some money in return. Okay, so that's pretty much the way it's always worked. That's nice. Okay, so this case, he is 65%. Actually, he'll go ahead and finish the rest of this field, I'd assume, which is great. How's this guy going? He's still going at it. All right, so let's get in the truck here. In the meantime, though, while I'm here, oh, here we go. We can grow poplars. Okay, that's definitely new. Sugar beets, corn, sunflowers. Ooh, that's going to be very cool as well. I'd love to see how they look grown out. We've got oilseed radish, which is also new. Potatoes, soybeans, canola, and wheat. Oh, wow. Very impressive with all the things that they've added in here. Also, the map does look pretty cool. We've also got a town with the shop in there. We'll have to have a closer look. Gomez Ridge Acres. Guzman and Gomez is a good Mexican restaurant in Australia, for those of you that want to know. Now, let's have a look. We've got chickens. We've got cows. It seems like we've got sheep somewhere. I've got 2 drop-off points for cows. Here we go. Sheep. Animal deer. Oh, here we go. We've got some pretty cool options. Okay, and we can visit. What does this do? Oh, this takes us there. Oh, this is almost like cheating. I'll take it, though. I wonder if we have to be within a certain distance. Or can we just... Oh, wow. And it's just instantaneous. How good does this look? Just like a whole field of wheat. Very nice. Looking forward to actually having some mods about... Oh, object too heavy. If only we were able to drive this little Faggio. What they call it in Grand Theft Auto. The Faggio, I think is how you pronounce it. Alright, what is this? This is going to be something to do with sewerage, isn't it? I would assume so. Although nothing really comes up here. Or maybe we drop our... I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get out of here. Now, back to this menu. Alright, we've got the good old growth options. We've got soil composition. Okay, so it shows us when it's fertilized and needs plowing and all that good stuff. Alright. Oh, okay. So it seems like they've gotten rid of the PDA and just put it into the escape menu, which is actually pretty nice because when I press escape, you can't hear the harvester working in the background too. So that's always good. We've also got quite a few crops in backlog, which is nice. There's a lot of different things which we can harvest though. Ay caramba. And let's have a look. What sells for the most? Soybeans, I think. Yeah, soybeans probably sell for the most. Let's have a look. That's canola. Yeah, no, they don't have cotton, do they? It's canola. So sunflowers and soybeans are the most expensive. All right. Not sure if it's the best to plant them just yet, but I'll take it. All right, let's have a look. Finances. We'll have to have a closer look at all of this soon. We'll have to go ahead and sell some of the backlog of crops that we've got as well to make a bit of money. Now, wow, this is very in-depth. Very, very in-depth. Like, to be honest, the Farming Simulator games don't really change all that much throughout each version. But what happens is that they improve on it ever so slightly. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's really worth waiting 2 years for the slight improvements that they do make. But they are definitely good improvements that they make. Oh, this is pretty cool. So we can turn the switch to trains off, which is important. There's a radio range, which... Oh, okay. I didn't know we can have radio on. We can change the money units. Doesn't really bother me. Game settings. Alright, so let's have a look. We can change the time scale, of course, as you'd expect. Oh, wow. Very, very nice. So where the helper automatically refills all Slayer who distributes, buying will increase helper cost. So I think, yes, because the workers automatically, when you hire them, they automatically buy the fuel and all of that stuff that they use. So pretty much if you set your worker to work for a whole day, like literally 24 hours, he won't use up any fuel, at least in the previous games. Guess this time he's buying it. So it takes a bit of money. I've got plant growth and normal. Okay. Fertilized states. Oh, geez. Is there more? Okay, I was going to say. I wonder if there's any more. That's interesting. So, amount of time you need to fertilize your fields for maximum yield. Be interesting reading out about all of this. And then we've got, of course, different crops. Oilseed radish, which sounds like a definite interesting one. This is cool as well. This is really nice what they've done. Very, very cool. Oilseed radish. Oilseed radish is a special crop as you don't harvest it at the end, but dig it in. Once the plants are visible, you use a cultivator on your field. It's a so-called green manure and works as a fertilizer, increasing your next yield by 30%. Okay, geez. I guess one way to do this is using the oilseed radish and improving yield. All right, so I'll go ahead and read all of this in my own spare time. I'll spare you guys the details. This guy has completed his job. Our helper one has completed his task, which is actually nice of him to let us know. What I'll do is I'll stick my arm out. I'll go ahead and deliver the crops. And then, I think we'll just about end this episode, to be honest. We don't want it dragging on for too long. Go ahead and have to un-noob my noobness. So that way I actually have half an idea of what's happening. This harvester carries a heck of a lot. Much more than I had anticipated. So how are the other guys doing? This guy's almost done his field, which is pretty impressive. This guy's got a long way to go. So I think the sower is something that I need to buy very shortly. Okay. And of course we've got this guy. So another thing that I do wonder about is when do we get missions? That'll be interesting. This is yeah, this is just to buy the field, isn't it? I wonder how much fields cost. They'd cost a fair bit, wouldn't they? Let's have a look. 258,000 euros. So that's definitely quite a bit. Now there's actually a different owner. Okay. No space for mission vehicles. Please remove your equipment. Whatever, mate. I do what I want. You don't know me. Alright, so we'll have to go ahead and explore more of the map. Although I'm sure most of you guys already know exactly what the map looks like. Those of you that have already watched all the YouTubers that have had the game for a good week or so. And then most of you guys will probably already have this game too, which is very, very fortunate for you guys. Alright, so hopefully guys have enjoyed the very first episode of Farming Simulator 17. There'll be plenty more coming in the next few days. That is for certain. I promise you guys that much. I'll try to keep up one a day. I'll probably record a fair few in the next coming days, depending on how these episodes do. But make sure to give this a good like, and that'll definitely motivate me a heck of a lot more to actually upload continuously. But until next time though, guys, I will see you later, and thank you very much for tuning in up until now.